This project started as a collaborative, temporary public art piece, engaging the youth of the community to create these creatures.
How was it that you collaborated with the artist?
I thought of like a creature, like mix of a scorpion and a couple different insects, and I came up with this, and we made it into a clay sculpture. Then we gave it to Rob Turriff, and he sculpted this whole thing in metal.
I 3D printed connector pieces and then brought dowels and then plasticine, and then the children in the workshop from the community, they put them together into creatures. The younger kids, their creations didn't really have laws of physics or anything kind of behind them, and they were more free and creative. As the youth, the older youth, theirs were more complex. We let the children vote on whose sculptures got made into big, 12 times bigger objects.
My favorite part would have to be like putting on the 3D printed parts, just clicking everything together. But I think the worst part was getting the body and all the limbs to kind of stick together.
Yeah, absolutely, shaping it the way you wanted.
I took the models that the kids created and then I 3D scanned them, and then I made a rhino model, 3D model of them from the scan to order my materials and then for positioning them. The steel and the connectors, the legs and the heads, I had pre-made those, so they were easy, and I used materials that I could easily source to create those, whereas the bodies were plasticine, and I was trying to make them look like the plasticine, and I had to use like expanding foam and fiberglass and all these things to make something that would last outside. So it was a bit of a challenge to do that portion of it.
Chopper, I designed him by thinking of something that would remove and also plant.
The idea of the whole workshop was that the creatures are actively removing invasive species or planting native plants.
So the invasive ivy is coming to Vancouver Island and ruining the place. So these scissor-like things are supposed to cut it, the mouth is supposed to suck it up, and then this is supposed to transplant or plant.
Chopper was by Aiden and Jeremy is by Winter. So Jeremy, the green one that kind of has like kind of hose, I could imagine Jeremy like scratching, like raking, removing things. And then I don't know really what the little tail thing does, but maybe it's another stabilizing arm while it's raking. That could be my guess. What I started with was like steel balls and hemispheres, and then I plasma cut them and cut all the steel tube and then started welding it together. For the bodies, over the steel frame, I used expanding foam and then carved it back and then put fiberglass and Bondo on top and then painted them. And
the colors themselves?
The colors came from the workshop, the plasticine that the kids chose. These two were pretty easy to recreate. The bodies are a little bit challenging to make them look like they're still kind of plasticine, but make them look hard and durable.
How does it feel walking into the park and seeing, you know, your design come to life?
I have to say it's really fun and cool just seeing this, that I can be like, oh yeah, I designed this.
Yeah,
I can take credit in it.
And be part of the public art program. That's pretty special, yeah.